Hello again, viewers. This is Gamebox Gotrek calling all the people who watched last video, and I'm back for another tutorial. Yay! So we're back in the world. We finished building our house last episode, and in this episode, my plans were to build a farm for wheat. Because then we'll have food that will never run out and we won't have to rely on hunting. Because the steak will run out. Once we have wheat, we can breed cows and, we can breed the cows around here. And once we breed the cows, we will have infinite steak and then the steak won't run out. But it's night time right now and we're just going to quickly sleep. And it's a new day. New day. I haven't done anything off camera, and the first thing I'm going to do is collect some more wood. The house doesn't need to change yet. The first thing I'm going to want to do is clear a little patch for it. Now, I know that we didn't get any iron or anything, so one of our next episodes, once we set up a basic one, we'll leave places for water and we'll need to go iron hunting, but that doesn't need to be done quite yet. We have what we need. This is what we're going to be needing: seeds. And to get seeds, for those of you who don't know, you have to punch tall grass until you get seeds. So I only want a few seeds to start off with, just enough to grow a few pieces of wheat. Now, because I don't have any actual water near me, because I'm not going to be able to have a bucket, I'm not going to have water in my field, the bad thing is about that is that my crops are going to grow slower, which is why we need a hunt for iron, especially for an iron pick and sword, but it would really help if we could improve this farm, because once this farm's good enough, we can build an animal farm or any type of farm. Whoa, okay, and the placement of wood straight away fails. So, my plan was to make everything look nice on this world, and my plan for the farm was just gonna be a wooden frame like this, with side logs going along the edge, and an upward facing log on the corners, and then a fence, on top of that. And after side logs came in, I started enjoying building more with wood, because you could make it look much more shaped. And then this is going to get filled in with dirt. This is going to be our little starting patch. We will expand this farm. Now when we do put the water in, it will flow in a channel along here. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go inside and teach you, if you don't know how to make a fence. So first off, what you're going to want is some sticks. Once you have your sticks, you're going to place them in a shape like so. This will give you fences. Now the good thing with making a small field or farm, whatever you want to call it, is that it requires less fences to make, but of course you can't grow as much in it. So then you just place your fences around the edge, and of course I haven't made anywhere near enough, so back to the drawing board, I guess. Just gonna make the sticks on my way. And extra fences I will be using to maybe make a rooftop bit on my house, make animal farms, stuff like that. And as I'm doing this, I guess I'll explain how farming works. So I need to make an item called a hoe to make fertile ground. If added to water, it'll become moist and it'll darken, and if not, it won't. Now, seeds will grow over time, but they can only be planted in fertile ground. Now, the next thing I need to make this safe, of course, is a way to make sure mobs can't get in, or monsters, whatever you want to call them it. Just add a little front bit to my house. And to make a fence gate, you need sticks, and you need a couple of planks of wood. And it's a similar crafting recipe to the fence, but slightly different. What you want to do is you want to get your wood, and I already have the sticks for this, and you're going to make some planks, and you put 2 planks here, and then surround them by sticks, and that'll give you a fence gate. Now, fence gates work like doors. You just right click on them to open, and right click on them again, and that's what a fence gate looks like. As you can see, it's a lot different looking. I can open and close it, and now I've got a farm. Now, if I want my crops to be growing at night, I need to use torches on these fence posts, because you can place them on fence posts, which is kind of what these are for, a bit of a demo. Now, as you can see, I have no coal, no charcoal, so I'm just going to whack them in there. And then I've got enough sticks, and I will be venturing further into this mine for iron, as I said, in probably next video, maybe the video after that. But the quicker we get iron, the quicker we can keep moving on and maybe get to diamond. It's also important to make sure there is no way things can get in, like a mob could jump off this tree and land in for no apparent reason. So I'm going to get rid of this tree, because if mobs or players step on your crops, the crops can get killed, can break, and of course that means you don't have any crops. Now, to make a hoe, which is that tool I was saying about, I only use wood ones because I never really need much more. You just have 2 bits of oak wood and 2 sticks, like an axe but without the block here. Now, to use this, you walk up to a bit of dirt and you just hit it, and you see it becomes fertile. It's not a different block or anything, as you can see, it's just dirt. But it allows you to plant seeds on. So if I enter here and I just hit all 4 bits here and plant my seeds, and this is why you want fertile water, because it will change back very quickly. So I'm not going to disturb this soil anymore. I want them to grow, so disturbing it would just kill the plants. And I'm going to make some torches by putting some magical charcoal on sticks, and somehow it magically becomes a flaming torch. That's one mechanic of Minecraft I never really understood. Now, to place a torch on top of a post does the exact same thing as a torch on a block, and when farming it can be useful to allow your crops to grow at night because they have artificial light. So these crops now will grow for a few Minecraft days, and after those few Minecraft days they will have grown into wheat. This side can become grass again. It doesn't matter really what happens with this side, it's only what's here for now. When you get wheat and harvest it by breaking it, you don't need to use a hoe or anything for that, so I'm going to put that back here. You get wheat, and you get some more seeds, so you can be efficient and keep going forever. So now that I've done that, I'm going to use the rest of my torches to light the bottom of this little mine and dig a little bit deeper, because I've realised now without the water it is going to take a long time. Now, how the fertile soil kind of works is, if there's water within 1 block of it, under it, not above it because then you can't actually plant on it. So if it's under it or to the side of it, and you plant on it, that soil will then go darker. The darker soil is a soil that you will get a lot faster growing with than normal. Now, what I just did there, I did for not really a reason. I'm sometimes a bit random, but I thought I'd show you how you can dye clothes. Now, last episode I made some leather boots. Oops, just pressed escape. And you can dye the boots by putting them and dye in the crafting table. Okay, that just glitched a little bit. And now, as you can see, I have yellow boots and it will say dyed next to them. And when I put them on, they are yellow. There are many colours you can dye them. You can dye them any colour that there is a dye for. And mixing colours, like you can make the tertiary colours and stuff. And now it is night time. Magic. So back to the house, and hopefully after a few days these will have grown. Now for the rest of this episode, because we're only about halfway there. We're halfway through this video, yeah. We are going to be going mining. And before we go mining, I wanted to collect some wood, make some charcoal, and get some more torches. Because it just allows monsters not to spawn in your mine and come and attack you while you're mining. Because if you dig diamonds and then you get killed, it's a pain. Just checking all my settings are fine, yep. And now we're just going to go to our furnace, our magical furnace, and again do this. And I'm going to collect some wood for sticks. It's helpful that I spawned in a forest like this because I can just get wood as I need it. I will make a tree farm, that is kind of important. But for now, we're just going to get this done. So our goals for this mining expedition is to maybe set up a little mining base, which I'm going to want a crafting bench, some wood. Yeah, that should be all I need to make up a little base, like once we get deep in the caves. Just some supplies. And a top trip, a top trick for when you go on a mining expedition is to always have dirt or cobblestone. I picked dirt because it's easier to break again, and the reason you do this is so that if you need to get across like a hole in the ground, you can just use dirt. So this is done. I'll just quickly do the last two bits. I will just, there we go. And then I'll turn these into torches. And now we go into the mine. So my plans for the channel in the future are going to be to start a Crisis 3 multiplayer series, to make, what else? I had another specific plan, but I can't think what it was. And to post sure I had another plan. Oh yeah, and I wanted to post more videos like this. If possible, I'm going to be posting extra videos, like special videos, where if you want you could always send me a map or something. I will probably put the Gamebox email in the description, so you can send me any emails, comments, things you want to see, and then I will be able to hopefully get them done for you. And I'm just checking it's day because I have a habit of checking it's daytime because I prefer not to be eaten. Now my friend always had this theory where if you dug like all the dirt away when you found dirt in a cave system, you'd find something like special. We tried this. I think it only worked once due to some lucky spawning. We found a bit of coal, a bit of iron. Nothing else really. So unluckily we haven't found a single cave, and I have the option of digging and digging and digging and digging until we find a cave or find bedrock, whichever comes first, or going to find a natural spawning one. And I think I'm going to do the latter. Now, I can also explain the seeds while I'm here. When you plant seeds, they start off like this. Then they go through 4 stages. This one, then they get slightly bigger, and they get bigger again and start going yellow, and then they go big and yellow, and that's when they're wheat. So as you can see now, I have some stage 2 and some stage 1 seeds after 1 day. So as you can imagine, it takes about 4 or 5 Minecraft days. Now, if I'm looking for natural spawning ores, which means I'm going to have to go a lot further, I'm going to build something that is known as a marker. And it can be made of anything. This one, I'm going to make a wooden one to show it's my home. And it's simply just a big pillar that you can see from the surrounding area. So I can snap my render distance up a bit and then use that to find this pillar. And a good tip for when you build a pillar is to light it up like this, so that if you're having difficulty seeing it, if you're trying to find it at night, you can of course I've just lost my train of thought. Well done, Gotrek. Well done. You can find it at night easier. So that's it for this video. Be sure to subscribe and like, and well, in this video I've told you about how the good idea of making a light landmark. I have made the farm that is behind me, and well, the house has just been expanded and decorated slightly. Next episode we will be going mining to go and get iron so we can do some new stuff, and we'll be improving the farm and maybe harvesting. So until then, see ya.